write your lines, word and phrase, but don't capitalize my name. Keep 'em lowercase. Squeeze your eye, quiet and tight, but don't see me in the absence of light. I'm scared of the dark inside. I'll be as cool as Elliot Gould in the long goodbye, in the long goodbye, in the long goodbye. Kick your dust, ball your fist, but don't you dare throw a strike that hits, 'cause I'll throw back and you'll regret it. Drink your tears, suffer in pain until you feel the same as before your dark ages came. I'll be as quick to the punch as William Holden in the Wild Bunch. The long goodbye, the long goodbye, the long goodbye. It's not your fault, you never learn. You say you're short hellos instead of high, but never one for the long goodbye, the long goodbye, the long goodbye, the long goodbye.
Okay, so the first time that I heard you play a song, I think it was when you came back from Seattle, and you came back from Seattle for a visit. You brought me a huge Bob Marley poster.
I did?
Yeah, it was like I swear, it was like a 5-foot tall Bob Marley poster of
so
just
lame.
his face smoking a joint. And then,
so lame.
and you were like, "Hey, check this out."
Hey man, do you like music? Check this out.
Well, and then but then you played a song. So guitar's not your first instrument. Drums is your first instrument.
Yes.
But with guitar, do you consider yourself like a guitar player?
No, because I didn't learn my first chord until I was like a fucking senior in high school. It was an E chord. But I didn't learn my first chord until I was kind of older. So most people who call themselves guitar players have like a good number of years on me as far as all that goes. I'm trying to get better at it, but no, a songwriter. Songwriter's safe. You can consider yourself a songwriter and be a horrible guitar player.
True. Yeah, this is very true. But at the same time, it's even like the songs that you played tonight. some of the finger picking you do in the chords that you play. It's not a piece of cake. It's not a walk in the park. This is some like complicated shit. I mean, you did the lead to Danny Boy while you were playing chords. Like,
yeah, but it took me 2 weeks. Yeah, but it took me 2 weeks to figure out.
Warrior, it's Friday, it's 5 p.m., you can't wait. Happy hour ends at 8 p.m. You put in a long work week, now it's time for something sweet, something with a strong method creme. Warrior, weekend warrior. Bartender, just a quick one, a pregame that I gotta run. We're going out tonight, boys, on the town. We're gonna catcall all the girls, wear our nice pants, wear our nice shirts, gonna dance until we hurl. On our nice pants, on our nice shirts, warrior, weekend warrior. 72 hours on the weekend. I'm gonna fight for everyone. I won't waste one sleeping on the weekend. I won't stop till I'm assured. Going out won't make me bored. I'm gonna fight for everyone. Warrior, it's Sunday night, the weekend lays behind your eyes, and your work week begins at 8 a.m. Warrior, you'll count them down, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, till you're back out on the town. 5 whole days, oh how can you wait? Warrior, weekend warrior. Warrior, weekend warrior.
Something I notice about all the songs you write, and we've played in bands together, but something I've noticed about all the songs you write is that there's not a certain style that happens like throughout your set. There's not like a consistency. There's it can really go from style to style. Do you ever feel like, myself as a songwriter, I feel locked in. Like I feel like I want to keep some kind of consistency. You don't is that a rule that you just don't keep for yourself?
No, in fact I don't like writing. Like tonight I played a lot of songs in C, and that really bothered me when I was making up my set list. It's like, oh shit, this one's in C too. But sooner or later you gotta start calling yourself a folk singer, and who wants to do that? But no, I don't like that. I like to use like different voices and different styles and strumming patterns and stuff like that. Just because I don't know. I feel like as a songwriter, you're always trying to find your voice, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to find like a sound. You know, you can like find your voice. I mean, all the songwriters are just looking for like honesty. You know, they just want to get across something honest and authentic. And I feel best when I can do that over like many styles rather than one style.
So when it comes time, like when you're itching or whatever, however you're like I'm about to write a song, thing happens for you. Is it something that's like you've heard something like earlier in the week, or you just heard something and you're like, oh man, like I want to write something in that style? Like is it something that Like you just go for it. It's like oh I want to do that.
Yeah, but it's like I hear stuff that but I mean, you know, like you can't imitate it. You know, I don't want to imitate stuff. I want to like get to the root of what the style is. You know, what's the timing it's in, what's the phrasing it's using, what are the chord progressions that it's using, and then try to make whatever style that is, whether it's like a bossa nova or like a ragtime thing or a bluesy thing or you know, whatever it is. I just want to make it. I just want to own it. I want to own it. You know what I mean? Like, so I want to figure out whatever because it all had. There's systems to all this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's the bossa nova beat. You know, and that's the bossa nova beat, and that's how you play a bossa nova. Now you can do anything you want as far as progressions over it, but I mean everything has that. You know, a country song. There's certain styles of country song, and you can do them in that way. But if you break it down to the parts, then you can kind of mess around with them and interchange them.
So is there like a style or like a certain song or like a songwriter or whatever that you've tried to write in that style, but you just haven't been able to nail it yet? Like you just haven't been able to lay it down right?
Huh? Yeah. There's a lot of them. Like there's Neil Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to slice him open and crawl inside of him. And like other guys like Bill Fox. And lately I've really wanted to sing like Chet Baker. So I try to do my best, Chet Baker.
What do you do best? Is there something that's just like that hits home? I mean, okay, because like no, okay, because your music isn't consistent, but there is like one consistent. I don't know. Maybe it's just like one consistent chord that just like comes up like in every song. Like that's your signature on every song you write. And I don't know what it is, but it's because I'm horrible with chords and everything. But there is like this one chord or like a movement that you do in like every song that just is like, oh, that's Joey Donos.
Huh?
What is that? Do you know what I'm talking
Probably
about?
a seventh chord, like A7, C7, G7, E7. I like seventh chord for some reason. I was thinking about this the other day. Like I just use them a lot as like transition chords, or
right,
like to build up tension or to release tension, you know, or to like hint at a new part is coming or a new section's coming. And yeah, and then like a lot of like I've been trying to like mess around with a lot of minor chords, like minor chords that lead into other stuff. But it's all just me grasping because I'm not a really good guitar player. It's all just me sort of grasping at what if I did this? Like the first 10 years of songwriting was like, what if I did this? No. What if I did this? No.
So whatever you're doing, it's working.
Yeah, it is.
This one's about the San Joaquin Valley. I don't care if it's pollution. I don't care if every breath is death. I don't wanna hear about another sunset, San Joaquin. Really? Who is that? Come on, raise your hand, dude. Yeah, all right. I'll start again. For production purposes. If I was a professional, I would have just kept going. I don't care if it's pollution. I don't care if every breath is dead. I don't wanna hear about another sunset, San Joaquin. by the places you have been. I'm not impressed by the money you spend. It's not enough to buy a Valley Boys fence, San Joaquin. San Joaquin. San Joaquin, patron saint of the losers and the lazy bums. San Joaquin. I'm not worried about the list that we have made. I'm not impressed by degrees that you were gave. Valley soils in my blood cradle the brave San Joaquin. San Joaquin. Blessed be us down here living in spite of the elites, San Joaquin. Moraga knew it when he named it Delta to Tehachapi, San Joaquin.
Thank you.
So you spent time on the road. You've been in a touring band, not really playing guitar, but playing drums. You played, and you toured a little bit. Is that something that you want to do, or are you more of like you're a wood shopper? I mean, you call yourself a wood shopper, right? I mean, you have hundreds of songs.
I don't know about hundreds, but I do have a lot of songs.
Yeah. Yeah,
but not all of them are very good. There's a lot of stinkers in that hundreds.
There's a couple of stinkers, but I mean, for the most part, it's like there's some quality shit. Now, is that something like that you would take on the road? Like, is touring? Are you someone who wants to tour? Are you someone who just wants to write?
I just really want to write. I mean, playing this show tonight sort of annoyed me because I had to practice for it, so I couldn't just like pick up my guitar and play whatever I wanted to. I had to be like, oh, I have to do a set, so I got to work up a set because I never play shows, or I don't play many shows. I never have a set ready. That's like, if I'm sitting around and there's a guitar being passed around, I'm like, no, I'll pass, because at any moment I could play like half or 3 half songs that I'm working on, but I don't know if I could play like a whole song that I have.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So like, and then there's some songs that.
So you're a horrible like social songwriter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just really bad at like.
But I love it so much. I love being all social with songwriters. I really like hanging out with songwriters.
Yeah. So going to like a festival for you, where like everybody's jamming all night or whatever, like you're going to Strawberry Music Festival. For you, it would take you a couple weeks of like working up a set.
I couldn't just be like, oh hey, listen to this one. It would be like, oh hey, listen to this one I'm working on. It's really weird, and I don't know how to finish it, but here it is. But yeah, I mean like, every time I'm done with the show, I'm always like, oh, I should play more.
Yeah.
Every single time, but I don't know, it just never comes up, and I'm horrible at playing live. I just get super nervous and I freak out, and it's so stupid because it's just like you're just on stage playing guitar. It's not like you fucking got to cure cancer or some shit. But yeah, it's something I'd like to do, and I go through phases. Right now, I just give everything away. As soon as I write it, I try to record it, and I put it up on my website at joeynonos.com.
Oh, shit.
Where there are like 30 songs up there you can just have. And like the social agreement I have on that website is I'll give them away, and in exchange, I don't have to record them very well. I don't know, man. I just like writing songs. I like writing songs. I like being with complete confidence, be able to say I'm a songwriter, and I'm a songwriter. I know I'm a songwriter because I write songs.
You're a hell of a songwriter.
I like the confidence at this point in my life of being able to say I am a songwriter, and nobody can say I'm not a songwriter because my iTunes playlist has like 4 days of Joey Nonos on it.
Fucking everywhere I go, man.
I was playing with my guitar tuned down to D because I thought it sounded more spooky. But then it started sounding too spooky, and I couldn't sleep at night, so I had to tune it back up. Writing list to help you live your life. Wear more polka dots, sunglasses and floppy hats. Your writing list of things you've read in books. Expect excellence. The journey is its own reward. You can't design yourself. That's the job of someone else. We are the parts, you are the sum. The whole is what we'll all become. Your writing list and your journal's almost full of little tips that get you through the day. Your little list, well, I think they are a bore. You are basically the same person that you were before. You can't design yourself. That's the job of someone else. We are the parts, you are the sum. The whole is what we'll all become. Think of all the time you've wasted writing out those lines, designing yourself, designing yourself. Your writing list, but they haven't helped you a lick. Think of the things you've missed, the life you've turned away. Your writing list, but we're all reading off the same script. What if you just lived it? The part you're supposed to play. Can't design yourself. That's the part of someone else. We are the parts, you are the song. That whole is what we'll all become.
So you're a pretty busy dude. Like you work, you have 2 businesses,
I have a 4-year-old.
you have a 4-year-old son, and somehow you manage to write all these songs. When it comes time to to write songs, like how do you find the time to write songs? Is it something you like make time for? Because there's a lot of people that are like they want to write songs, but it's just like day-to-day shit. Not that it's bad, just gets in the way, and it's like so it's hard to be like influenced, and it's hard to be like to like actually set that time aside. Like how do you do that, and when do you do that?
So my thing is, and I tell this to other songwriters who ask me, is I keep my guitar out. You have to keep your guitar out of your case, and you have to have it on a stand, and you have to have it somewhere where you can walk by it and grab it and pick it up. Where you can just grab it and go to the can, or go walk around the house with it. You got to keep it out. And then the other thing is, as soon as you come up with an idea, you have to record it. Because I've spent like I've lost lots of songs because I can't remember them. You know what I mean? I wrote them, and when I was younger, I could remember this shit, and I'd be like, and I used to like my pride. I was like, oh, I don't need to write these songs down. They're all in my head, man.
Right.
All my songs are in my head, man.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, like, you go 3 months without playing or something like that, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I don't remember any. Like, I just lost 4 songs that I liked, but I can't remember how they went, because especially sort of my songs, because they're all sort of weird and I'm untrained, and sometimes I'm like finding the chords by happenstance.
Right.
So my thing is, I keep my guitar out. I keep it out of the case. I keep it on a stand, and so whenever I can just walk by it and grab it. And even if I'm only going to play for like 3 minutes, just walking around the house doing something, or after everybody goes to bed, I grab it and I play it some. I always keep it out, and I always record whatever ideas I come up with. And the fucking iPhone is like the greatest invention ever. Because I used to have one of those little Olympus digital recorders that I bought at like Walgreens for like $24, and I was like, this is crazy, man. I can record 2 hours worth of music. But I used that, and I just like kept filling it up and dumping it and filling it up and dumping it, and then but yeah, that's usually how I do stuff. That way, like if I go on my phone right now, all the voice memos, probably going back like 2 years, are all just like 1 minute long, 2 minute long, 3 minute long little sections of songs.
So do you actually go back and like listen to those?
I do, like when I'm looking for ideas or something, or when I'm like, I know there's a melody that would go here. So I go back in my phone and I flip through. Of course, the shitty thing is none of them are labeled because none of them have names. So I'd be like,
you haven't figured that part out yet.
Nope. But it's great because the other thing is, like, not every idea has to turn into a song. You know what I mean? You can just record it for the sake of having it. But it's cool to go back, because like I'll go back through that to like a year ago, and I'll play something, and it'll be like, I'll say, oh shit, I forgot I even wrote that. That was pretty good. And then I'll try to finish it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, my thing with writing songs is you got to keep your guitar out, and you just have to record ideas as they come. Even if they're no good, or you don't think you're going to do anything with them, just record them so you have them.
Yeah. God, I wish that was in library form. I'd love to just fucking geek out, listen to like 1 minute long shit.
Well, it's all after I die, dude. It's all coming out. I'm gonna have my headstone set up like an MP3 player or something, with like a solar panel on it. just be on random, just be like a big button. You just play a minute long random song.
Can't wait till you die, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be great.
Okay, I'll just do two more here. You think I can say that? See that? Oh. One note can tell them I love seeing you now. One verse can explain exactly how. One last chance to touch the sleeve of your coat. One note, one note. One note, one note, one note. One note can tell them how your hair is brown. One verse they can't wrap their minds around. Syllables become a muted sound of the throat. One note, one note, one note. One note, one note, one note. One note to hold you and keep you here. One verse to explain the last 8 years. One chorus to sing all the words we've never spoke. One note, one note, one note. One note, one note, one note. Thank you. Sex is awful, sex is bad. Sex will make you happy before it makes you sad. Sex is lying, sex is a sham. Having sex does not make you a man. Sex, oh, sex, oh, sex. Sex, oh, sex, oh, sex. Leave you jealous, all alone, sitting for 3 days by that damn telephone. Make you think you found true love, but in reality it's just a borrowed glove. Sex, oh, sex so sad. Sex so sad. Sex is good when your only partner is a true friend, but true friends will bail soon as that condom hits the waist pail. Sex is messy. Grab a towel. Sex can be deadly if your sweet lover's foul. Sex is kinky, porno star. Trick you while you lay and have a speak with God. Sex, oh, sad. Sex, oh, sad.
All right, I think that's it for me.